All right. Here, actually, give me one second. There we go. I had an interrupting student and I'm tired of my family, so switching over. And chat and participants. Here is Egypt. Oh yeah, Jessica, I see that. Go for it. All right. So, a couple of things for the assignments for today. If you guys can tell, I'm on my iPad. I wanted to do it this way so that you guys can see the difference between how it looks like on the computer and how it looks on the iPad. Most of you guys are on the iPad. That's the reason why I kind of wanted to focus and have this on the computer, on the iPad at the very least for the first time doing it, so that you guys can see, or you're seeing what you guys should be seeing versus my computer looking a little bit different, and I don't want you guys to feel a little confused or where's that going and all that stuff. So yeah. So we're going to be working on our notebook. If you look, go to classwork. All the way at the very bottom, you guys are going to see week 1 notebook slope. That's what we're doing today. And then types of slope activities, which is what we're going to be doing for homework for today. Now, homework isn't due until Monday, but I want you guys to be working on your homework as we're going through everything. I don't want you guys to wait till the very last second and all of a sudden you have like all these assignments due on Monday. I'm going to give you guys time the next, like the last 15 minutes of class, 15-20 minutes of class, depending on how fast we go. You're going to be able to have time to work on this assignment, and the assignments shouldn't take you guys that long to be able to do that. For those of you guys who remember from last time, you guys, know I don't give you guys a ton of homework. So if you click on week 1 notebook, I showed you guys this yesterday. It's called Classkick. Click on it. However, I made a mistake yesterday and I told you guys to just type in your name. If you did that, go back and get back on this screen. I want you guys to log in. The reason why I want you guys to log in versus typing in your name is this assignment, we're going to be spending the entire week on it. So if you don't log in, then it's going to go back and like you're going to have to restart that assignment over and over and over again. And you don't want to have to do that. You want to be able to work on that assignment the entire time. So click on log in and you're going to click on continue with Google. Always use Google for everything, guys. So click on continue with Google and you're going to log in with your district email and password. All right. I can't log in because if I do, then it's going to automatically log into my teacher one, and I don't want my teacher one to be messed with because that's the one that you guys see. And I don't want to mess with that. So again, log in using your district email and password. I am not going to do that. I am going to type in just my name. So doc B, and I'm going to say this is period 3, and I'm going to hit go. Now, for some of you guys opening up, see how it's loading. Some of you guys, it might continue to just load and it'll say load, load, load. If that happens, just click on the refresh, and you might have to refresh it 1 or 2 times, and it'll let you guys be able to log into that. Someone, if you guys don't have passwords, please let me know right now. Oh my God, go away. No. It's like everyone's trying to talk to me right now. It's like, leave me alone. Get a job. Let me get you that password. So if you guys are missing passwords, please let me know. And I will pull up your passwords right now. So I see someone's already asking me for their password. Totally fine. Let me find that for you. I hate these new passwords. They're like the stupidest thing ever with all the
so
crazy.
Long.
They're long, and then they have those weird like symbols.
And then the special characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They should just left it the way they were.
Yes. Oh, it was a security thing. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, there's always going to be a security issue.
Yeah, yeah.
Always work on their firewalls, and sometimes I don't want to do that.
Yeah. No. So, Adrian, I just sent you that. Okay. So, I want to show you guys a couple of my things of what we're going to be looking at. So there's a few things I want you guys to look at up at the very top. Some of you guys aren't used to Classkick, so I want you guys to know what all of the different options are. But after I started playing around with Classkick, I realized this is super awesome. I actually like it a little bit more than Google Slides, just because it's more interactive with you guys. It's a lot easier for you guys to communicate some of your answers, and to get help, and to tell me like what you guys need. So, you know, it's just a lot nicer.
I'm back. I went to the restroom.
Okay. So a couple of things. You see the dark block that you guys see up at the very top? That one is going to be kind of your movement one. So you're going to be able to move, select things. Like if I wanted to select the notes that I'm going to be using, it's going to send me to whatever I need to do. So if you click on Google Slide Notes, which is right here, it'll send you to my PowerPoint presentation. That way you guys have that. Here in this little block, I am going to put this video that we're recording right now. That's actually the really nice thing about Classkick, is that I can actually put, like, update your slides without having to give you guys a whole new one. So I'm able to like mess with your guys' stuff and add more things as we're working through this, which is awesome. So I do need to do that. But you'll see it right there. Notice right here, you're going to see it probably in purple because I like purple, the title for whatever day we're going to be doing. So down here at the bottom, you guys can tell that I have, it'll say like 1 out of 8. If you're on the computer, it's going to be up here at the top. All right. So it just depends on what device you guys are using. All right.
Is that an iPad?
Yeah, I'm on my iPad just because most people use iPads. So I want them to see what it looks like on the iPad.
Is
But
it on
if,
Google Classroom?
yeah, it's at the very bottom of Google Classroom. It's week 1 notebook.
Week 1. Okay.
Yeah. So if I go to slide 2, you don't have to. I mean, again, I'm just showing you guys. It'll say day 1 slope. Page 3, it also says day 1 slope. Page 4, it says day 1 slope. But once you get to page 5, it'll say day 2. So that, you know, that whole day 1 was us working on 1 day's worth of notes, versus you guys having multiple days. So that way you're a little bit more organized. If you're like, wait, what did we do on 1 day? You guys can see all of these slides were chunked together versus which slide are we on today? It's like, well, we're on day 2. Okay, I switch over until I see day 2. Now, today's notes is a little weird just because normally I do this on paper, but, and this is supposed to be kind of like a foldable, where this is the top page and the second page is the bottom page. So you would glue them together, and then you would have a little peekaboo door where on the top page you see the question, and then in the second page you see the answers. All right. So yeah, that's something that, you know, I want you guys to be able to understand as we move forward. You're like, wait, I don't even get why that's here. Look at page 1 for the question, look at page 2 for the answer. The only thing you guys are going to do for page 1 is, you see in the middle you have 2 blocks. It's dotted lines, that's green. That means that whatever you guys put in there, I have already set what the answer should be, and you will automatically be graded for that. So for instance, when we're talking about slope, you guys should have already like engraved in your, you know, brain, rise over run. No, you need to. So some of you guys are going directly to Classkick. You need to go to Google Classroom first, click on the assignments, and then log in that way. Because if you just log into Google to Classkick, it's not connecting Google Classroom to Classkick. You need to go to Google Classroom first, and then it'll send you to your assignment. All right, so try that and let me know if that works. So again, go to Google Classroom first, go to the very bottom, and then you're going to be able to get sent over. So for slope, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with rise, R-I-S-E, over run, R-U-N. Capitalized or not, it doesn't matter. But notice both of these got 1 point. And now up on the top, it says 2 out of 11. The whole notebook is worth 100 points, but this just gives you guys an idea of a couple of things that are very easy to just get self-graded. Whenever we do assignments on Classkick, there are some things that I'm going to be able to just automatically grade for you guys. So Classkick can just let you know, yes, you got that right. No, you did not. Is it always going to do that? No. And I'll show you guys, you know, for this assignment or for this week's note, I want you guys to play around with some of the different features. So I'm showing you guys some of those different features. So one of the features is that it can self-grade, which is awesome for me. But I mean, yeah. The block that you guys are seeing now at the very top, that's called the pen mode. It lets me draw. So if you ever need to draw, that lets me draw. The one right next to it, that's a highlighter, so I can highlight if you guys need that. Eraser obviously would erase whatever I did. The big T lets me type, so I can type. The two, like the line lets me do lines, which is going to be fantastic for whenever we are working on our graphs. So that's going to be perfect. That's the reason, one of the biggest reasons why we're using ClassKick. You're not going to use links. I mean, I'm not going to have you guys use links. You probably don't have to ever take pictures. There's a setting that you have to fix anyways for that. So I don't really want to deal with that. The one I really do want you guys to focus on is the audio. The audio is very nice. Again, there's a couple of settings that I need to mess with so that if you're on an iPad, you'll have to give it permission and stuff. But the nice thing about the audio is that you can, like say for instance, you don't know what to put in here because you weren't here, you know, today, and you didn't watch the video. You can click on the audio and record a message for me saying, hey, I don't know what to do on this page, post it. And what you would do to get my attention, you see over here in the corner, there's a little raise hand symbol. Click on the raise hand and you can have two options. One, click on the yellow one at the top that says, please help. That lets me know that you guys need me to help you out with something. So either on this page, I should see an audio recording, or you can just use the T, scroll down and send me a message wherever you guys need me to like help you guys out with. So it's because I'm like all zoomed in and stuff. But I can scroll down, I can leave myself a message. I need help with slope of mountain. All right. Not gelp, help. Or whatever. Stupid auto correct. And then I can see, oh, this person needs help with, you know, on this page. So it's page specific. So if you need help on page 4, go to page 4 and then raise your hand. So this lets me know that on this specific page, you need help, and then I'll look for your message somewhere. Or I can click on the green one, and this lets me know that you are 100% done with this page, and I can check this page. So for instance, all of you guys right now should have rise, and this should say run, R-U-N. You should now have 2 out of 11 points. All of you guys should come to the hand and click on please check. All of you guys should have a green hand up letting me know that this specific page is 100% done. And we can switch over to page 2. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are good. Clap if you're having any issues so that I can help you. Awesome. Okay.
Miss, I'm
Cool.
trying my computer because I'm doing ClassKick on my computer.
That's fine. I mean, the computer is always going to be easier. But yeah, it doesn't matter where you guys like do the assignment.
Okay.
So, okay. For page 2, I'm actually going to open up my, where did my PowerPoint go? Oh, there it is. Anytime. It's fine. It's not like I'm being recorded. Go ahead. Almost done. So slideshows.
I'm joining on my iPad.
Okay. All right. So this is a presentation again.
What happened?
Oh, for those of you guys who are having that still loading problem, go up to the top and refresh your page. That should help, you know, like it's probably just stuck on loading. Click on refresh. So that's what I had mentioned earlier. Click on the button that says refresh, like the little like refresh button up on the top, right? That one right there. This one, that right there. And it'll refresh it for you guys. And then it should pop up all your work.
The caution?
For some people, like they're having issues with it just keeps saying loading. So if you just click on that refresh, it'll refresh it for you guys, and then it'll finally start showing you the work. Let me know though if it doesn't though. So we're on slide 2. Oh, I don't know. Someone's saying that I think that we can help each other if we raise our hands. I don't know. I don't know. Here, can anyone see my hand raised? I'll leave my hand raised for this one.
Yeah,
If you,
we can see
oh,
your.
really? And
Yeah.
it says like, hey, help me.
You're helping a rare rabbit.
Oh, Hiron is helping. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. See, I learned something new each day. You guys always teach me stuff. Oh, a lot of you guys are helping. Oh, look at that. So many helpers. You guys are so nice.
Wait,
So
Miss,
cool. Oh,
the
and you brought my hand down.
does it show the line? Oh yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, it does show that you know, you put my hand down. Cool.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you guys need help, even if I can't get to you and someone else is working on it, by all means, you know, try and help, you know, people out. Just don't mess with their stuff. Don't draw on my paper. Girl. What
I
are you
would
doing?
just see helping you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Messing with my paper. I can't even like draw that. That's probably a setting. I don't know how I feel about you guys helping other people and being able to draw. All right. But we'll see. All right. So I'm going to present to you guys with your notes. Again, this should have been a top and bottom thing. So I'm going to show you what should have been up on the top. If again, you're getting that whole, like it's still loading, that's fine. Take a screenshot once I'm like, okay, are you guys ready? Take a screenshot of my screen. Once we're out of Zoom, you guys can just move all the pieces to where they're supposed to be. Because yeah, it's probably an internet issue. You're probably lagging. I mean, we have all of those things. Taking screenshots of my screen as soon as I'm done is probably the easiest way, or have a piece of paper and write down some notes. Do it that way. I wouldn't focus too much because again, you will have a video of this so that you guys can work on it once we're out of Zoom. Zoom takes up a lot of bandwidth. So sometimes you have to kind of pick and choose. Do you want to do the Zoom or do you guys want to do the assignment? And I'd rather you guys listen, take a couple of screenshots, throw away the screenshots once you guys are done with it, and then just move on forward. I don't want to stress you guys out. So you guys have plenty of different things to help you guys out with. So we're going to be working on that left side of our page. The question is, what is the definition of a slope? So what is the definition of slope? So that one's already preset for you guys. It's already there. It says the slope is the steepness of a straight line, right? Slope is a steepness.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing.
Shut up, Siri. Even Siri's messing with me today. Jeez, I can't get a break today. So slope is the steepness of a straight line. All right. Again, that's already preset for you guys. The second one though is not. So what are some methods we can use to determine slope? So everything that we're going to see on the left side is things we'll see the rest of the week. So do I expect you guys to be experts on this side of your page? No. All right. All I want you guys is to see what our future is heading towards. Plus, some of this stuff you might be like, oh, I remember that from last year, because for a lot of you guys, right before COVID hit, this is what you guys were working on. So some of you guys might know how to do this, some of you guys might not, but some of you guys might like, oh, I remember that. So bear with me. If you've never seen graphing before, I got you. I will walk you guys through it all. So just breathe, relax. I got you. You know, it'll be a journey for both of us. So what are the 4 ways that we're going to see slope? We'll see slope using the formula. We'll see slope using rise over run. We'll see slopes using tables, and we'll see slopes with graphs. So those are pretty much the 4 ways that we're going to be handling slope. And then what is the slope formula? The slope formula looks like this: y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The 2 and the 1s is from the first point and the second point that you're given. So the second y minus the first y divided by the second x minus the first x. And again, do you need to memorize that? No. Breathe. Don't have too much anxiety like I do right now. Like, you know, it's all good. So let's pull up my assignments and I can help you guys out with this part. So I'm going to click on that mover. I am looking for slope formula, rise, run, table, graph, and I'm going to move it right there. And then I'm looking for the slope formula, and I'm going to move it right there. So for those of you guys who can't see this quite yet, don't worry about it. I will let you know when to take a screenshot. That way you can see the whole thing completed. So I will fill this in for you guys as we're working through this. But as of right now, that's what you guys should have. Give me a thumbs up once you guys are good with these 2 blocks, and we can move on. Clap if you guys need any more time. Awesome, awesome. So let's move on to the next slide. We're now going to be at the bottom left side. My son has his headphones in watching YouTube, and now he's laughing super loud. Can't catch a break today. All right. Sometimes we're going to be given 2 points. With those 2 points, again, we are going to be able to use our slope formula. So that second y goes to the front. The first y goes to the back. And then let me use a different color. The second x goes to the front. The first x goes to the back. Again, do you need to memorize that right now? No, we'll go through all of that in a little bit. Okay, I don't know, Egypt, what's going on, but just do that for right now and you'll be fine. If I have to like do different pages for you, that's okay. We'll figure out what's going on at the end of class, but at least work on whichever way it works for you, because that's weird. So yeah, just do it like that and it's fine. So again, you don't need to memorize all of this stuff. It's just a preview, but I do want you guys to notice this part. If you guys get a fraction, make sure that it can be simplified, or it's as most simplified as it gets. So notice I have a -4 and a 6. that could be simplified to a -2 and a 3 by dividing top and bottom by 2. So again, every single time we have fractions, I want you guys to simplify it. But that's for future us to worry about. That's for Thursday us to worry about, because we'll work on this on Thursday. And then the last one I want you guys to work on is, here is a graph, and I want you guys to tell me what the slope is. So to figure out this first number, I'm going to count how many I'm going up. So I went up 1, and then I'm going to count how many I'm going over. So I went over too many, but it's supposed to be 3. I went too far. There we go. So I counted up. Going up and down is that first number. Left and right is that second number. All right, so I'm going rise, up, and I'm running 3 to the side. So then my slope is 1/3. So if I go to my assignments, I'm going to click on the one that has the slope and click on the one that has the graph. And your graph so far should look like that. So thumbs up if we're good. Clap if you have any issues, you have a question, you need more time. Awesome, awesome. All right, we're going to do the bottom part. So it'll be the table and one of the graphs that is on the right-hand side. I really want you guys to focus on the right-hand side. That's what your homework assignment is going to be about. But let's deal with the table first, and then we'll deal with those 4 graphs on the side. So let me pull up my presentation. So determine the slope of the following table. With that, we're going to still use the slope formula. Now, when you're picking points from a table, you need to pick a pair. They need to be right next to each other. It doesn't matter which ones you pick. You can pick the first one and you can pick this one. Does not matter. It doesn't matter which one you say is, first and second. As long as you guys simplify it at the end, you should get the same answers every single time. What I don't want to see, and I'll do this in purple, is you guys saying, well, I want this X right here and this 120Y with this 40 and that 160. You can't do that. That's completely wrong. You can't pick and choose the numbers you guys want. It has to be side to side. So keep that in mind. Again, this is all preview. We will cover this on Thursday and Friday. It is a preview day for today. So no experts today. The only experts that we need to be is all those graphs on the side, on the right side. So the first one we're going to talk about is the one that's probably one of the quote unquote trickiest ones. And that's the undefined slope. Undefined slope looks like this. There we go. It looks like a wall. It looks like, nope, stop right there. You're not moving, at all. The way I always explain it is, think of slope as you being able to walk. Are you walking up a hill? Are you walking down a hill? Is it like a nice even road? Or are you trying to pretend to be Spider-Man because you can't walk up walls? Because that's a wall. Like me going up a wall, I can't walk up a wall. I'm not Spider-Man, as much as I wish I was, because that would be cool. It's like, psh, psh, psh. Like, no, I'm not Spider-Man. So slopes. This slope right here is called undefined. It doesn't have a slope. Let's just put it that way. Like, that's probably the easiest way. It's undefined. There's no slope that we can talk about. All right. Undefined slope. So I'm going to go back to my assignment. I'm going to pull this table up. And I'm going to find the one that says undefined. And I'm going to put that in that corner. All right. So give me a thumbs up once you guys are done with those 2 blocks. Awesome. The last 3, y'all see 2 here, and then I'll show you another one, is positive slopes. And negative slopes. Now, I'm going to geek out for a second. You're going to be okay with me geeking out. But I had this like mind blown moment when I was being taught this. We'll cover this again on Thursday. But I was doing the activity for Thursday with a couple of other teachers, and the presenter showed us this one trick on how to figure out if a slope was positive or negative or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, that just made it 10 times easier to try and figure out versus just it's going up, it's going down. Because like sometimes the ones going down aren't necessarily like down. It looks weird. So she taught us this. Pick a word, slope, pizza, your name, whatever, and write it on the line. What can you tell me about the word? The word is going up. So that's a positive slope. What about the next one? Well, we write from left to right, so I would write it like this. What is the word doing? It's going down. I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, that makes life so much easier. You mean my entire life dealing with slope, I just had to write it and it would have told me versus me memorizing it? Oh my God. I know you guys are like, oh my God, she is so insane. Like she needs to lay off the coffee. But like blown. Oh, I was in heaven that day. So yeah, I geeked out so bad. Oh, so excited. But this will help you guys, especially for the assignment for today. Some of you guys have already gotten started on the assignment for today, which is fantastic. I loved it. Like yesterday, all of a sudden, I like saw that I got notifications that people were doing homework. I'm like, we haven't even started. Good job, guys. But do this and it'll help you guys out with your assignment. Write the word slope. One kid was like, can I write pizza? I don't care. Like slope, pizza, your name, doc, whatever. If it's going up, it's slope. It's a positive slope. If it's going down, it's a negative slope. If it's 0, then it's like you writing on a regular line. It should just say slope on a regular line. Beautiful. I love it. So that's it. So we're going to move this positive slope. No. I'm going to move this up. I'm going to get this negative slope. I'm going to move it over here. And then the 0 slope. And I want to move it right there. So for those of you guys who are having any internet issues with this, take a screenshot of this right now. And you should be able to fill it all in the right spots at your earliest convenience. All right, so this is the end of page 2. We're going to move on to page 3, but before you guys do that, if you have finished the entire page, go to that little hand symbol and please let me know that you guys are done. Hello, I'm done, please check me. So raise your hand, make sure that it's green and not yellow, because yellow means that you need help. But again, raise your hand as green. That way I know you are 100% done with this page and we can move on. All right. So thumbs up if we are good. Clap if you guys need some more time. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're going to move on to page 3. As you guys can tell, page 3, some of your stuff is already in the right spot. Again, I'm always going to put like 1 or 2 different pieces in the right spot just so that you guys can get an idea of where things should go. Here in the middle though is where all the pieces that you need to move are going to be. And then you just have I'm going to show you guys this top part very, first. It's already there. You don't have to do anything. But then I'll show you guys this middle part. That's where you guys are going to start doing your work. And then this last part, it'll be on you to draw a point. So you're going to click on that little marker, the pen mode, and you guys are going to draw a little dot wherever on the graph I tell you guys to do that. But first things first, we're going to deal with the top, then the middle, then the very bottom. So let me pull up my presentation and let's move on. So what are you guys going to be able to do by the end of this page? By the end of this, you should be able to plot points on a coordinate plane. That just means that little graphing area. All right. So what is an ordered pair? An ordered pair is just a point. It's a method used to locate a point on a coordinate plane. An ordered pair is represented as an X and a Y. So there's your point. The first number is going to be the X. The second number is going to be your Y. So that is probably the one thing that confuses a lot of, students is which one's the X and which one's the Y when you're looking at a point. Well, think ABC order, what comes first, X or Y? X, Y, Z. So X goes first, so it's the number 1. Y is second, so that's going to be the second number. All right. So again, nothing to do on that page. We're going to move on into, or not that page, the top part. We're going to move on to the middle part. Again, I will show you guys where everything goes. First, let's talk about the coordinates. So coordinate 1 is going to be at the very top. We're going to go counterclockwise, so not like a normal clock. We're going to go towards the left all the way up to create a circle. So quadrant 1, the numbers, both your X and your Y are going to be positive. Why? Because we're dealing with the X's on the right side and the Y's on the left side. Do you have to make those marks? No, you do not. I am letting you guys know that. So no marks, just put the quadrants in the right spot, or the vocab in the right spot. So quadrant 1, both my X and my Y are going to be positive. In quadrant 2, now my X's switch. They're going to be negative. Why? Because we're dealing with the left side of our number line. We're still dealing with the same Y's though. So that's not going to change. That's going to stay positive. However, our negative X's, or our X's are changing to negative. At the very bottom though, we're dealing with quadrants. So we're going to have the same negative X's, but our Y's are now changing. So still have the same negative X's, but our Y's are now going to be negative. And then the last one, quadrant 4, our X's are going to be positive because we're back on the right side, but our Y's are still going to be negative because we're still dealing with the Y's on the bottom. So still have positive X's and negative Y's. So again, as a refresher for your X's and Y's, the X is the X coordinate. We're dealing with this block right here. That is going to tell you to go either to the left or to the right, depending on if it's positive or negative. For our Y, we're dealing with this block right here. That's going to tell us if we're moving up or down, depending, again, if it's positive or negative. The positive and negative tells you the directions that you guys are moving. However, whenever it comes to you guys starting to count, I want you guys to remember that we always start at the middle and then start moving left and right and then up and down. All right. And I will show you guys an example here in a second. So let's pull up our assignment and we can start moving some of these guys. So my Y coordinate is going to go here. X coordinate gonna go here. What goes up and down? That's gonna be my Y. What goes left and right? That's gonna be my X. What's quadrant 4? That's the bottom right. Quadrant 3, bottom left. Let's just put all of our quadrants in the right spots. That's 2, that's 1. 1 is gonna be positive, positive. 2 is negative, positive. 3 is negative, negative. And 4 is positive, negative. And then again, give me a thumbs up once you guys are ready. Awesome. Sorry, I'm trying to get my son's attention and I threw something at him and it landed right next to him and he didn't even pay attention to that. Kids are oblivious when they're on YouTube. All right. So
Miss, you need a scream. Scream.
a scream. Oh, I need a scream. Yeah, but I'm with you guys. I'm trying to be.
You can mute it.
Being quiet. Oh, I can mute it. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, no. All right. So let's move on. We're going to be at the very bottom now. This very bottom one, I'm actually not going to go back to my presentation just because it is. I can zoom in closer here than I can on my presentation. So what I'm going to do, I have these 2 points, I have this points. I'm going to move the -4. Actually, let me grab a different color. There we go. And color, and let's do something you guys can see. Here, let's just do red. Red is just easy. All right. So I'm going to deal with this -4. That means I'm going to start here in the middle. And because it's negative, that means I'm going to go 4 to the left side because the left side is negative for my x's. I'm going to draw little tick marks so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th one. So I'm going to stop right there. From there, I'm going to move 5. Now, which direction am I going? Up or down? Because this is a negative, that means we're going to go down. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the spot that I'm going to draw my point. All the other little lines can go away. You can erase them if you want, but I need to see a dot right there. Now, because we're using electronics, your finger might be tiny or bigger or whatever. It might not 100% be in the right spot, kind of like mine is a little weird. I get that. So try and get it as close as possible to that spot. But it doesn't have to be 100% perfect because we're in technological world. All right. And then again, we're going to do the same thing with the second example. Since I have a 0 for my x, it's actually letting me know that I'm not going to move from the origin. I'm not going to go left. I'm not going to go right. I'm going to stay right there. From there, I look at my x and my y, and then I have to figure out, am I going up or am I going down? Since it has negative again, that means we're going to go down. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. And at that third one, we're going to draw our circle. And that's it. Super easy. Now, if I needed a half, like let's say, for instance, I had, let's say it said you get a 3.5. That looks horrible. So I have that point, 1 and 3.5. I would go over 1, and then I would count 1, 2, 3, and then I would go halfway between, and I would draw my point in the middle of those two. So one of the questions that I'm going to ask you guys on the next slide is to put it at the 0.5 mark. So it's going to be in between the block. And again, does it have to be perfect? As perfect as you guys can do it using your stylus or finger. Again, it's not the best way of doing these, but we're doing the best we can, right? That's all that we can do right now. For those of you guys taking pictures, actually, let me erase that extra part, or else you'll get confused. There. For those of you guys taking pictures of the screenshots, take a picture of that. And we're done with this slide. Again, once you're done with this slide, put your hand up, click on that green dot, give me a thumbs up. Remember, to move things, you have to have this option selected. So it has to say select mode. And that will let you guys move all of those little images. And once you do that, click on that little arrow and say, please check. All right, can we move on? Thumbs up if yes, clap if no. Sorry, for those of you guys who already did that, I got distracted. Awesome, awesome. We're gonna go to that very last slide. I accidentally clicked too far. Wait, no, oh. Now for this one, this one is now your turn. Hence the reason. You can only zoom in and out, even using that one should move things. I don't know why.
There's another one.
There's another one?
Yeah, it has like 4 arrows.
Oh, no, don't click on the 4 arrow one. You have to click on that one. The 4 arrow one only lets you move the screen. This one will let you move the blocks or move the pieces around. Yeah, for some reason, like I had the 4 arrow one during first period, and then I tried it during second period, and it didn't give me that option anymore. So yeah, the 4 arrow one only moves your worksheet around. This one will let you move the other pieces. But it is now your guys' turn. What I want you guys to do is I want you guys to rate how you guys felt today with today's notes. 1 being, oh my God, this was crazy hard. 5 being, man, this was easy. I got this. All you're doing is just plotting a point. So you're just going to draw me a little circle in the graph for each one of these points. And then the last thing I want you guys to do is click on that T, click it down here where it says reflect. And I want you guys to write a 1-sentence reflection. I went 2 last time. I'm asking for 1. Remember, my 6-year-old does 5 sentences every day. I'm asking for 1. So, what did you learn today? I learned about slope. Cool. I learned that slope does blah. I learned that I can find slope by be specific. All right. I learned about points. Cool. What did you learn about points? I learned that points, blah, anything. But you need to have a full sentence, not just the topic. All right. So be specific. All right. For instance, if I was going to talk about, something you guys learned about me today. Oh, I learned that Doc likes the color purple. How do you know that? Because she puts purple on the title, has a purple shirt, and anytime that she had a chance to use purple as a marker, she used it. Specific. All right. Be specific. One sentence. This is what I want you guys to work on right now. It should only take you guys a couple of minutes. As you guys are working on that, I am going to show you guys how to do your homework. So I'm going to pull up your homework. So it's going to be right above where your notebook was in your Google Classroom. Click on types of slope. This is a Google slide. So you're going to have to open it up. You see the little box underneath my battery symbol? You'll have to click on that. And it'll open it up in Google Slides. Now, maybe once you guys get to your homework, you totally forget my cool trick about using slope because, it's a super awesome trick and I love it and it's awesome. Then watch this video. This lady talks about, positives, negatives, zeros, undefined. It is a really good video. You guys can click on it. You guys can watch it. Do you have to? No. That's if you guys need it. There's a video for you guys. Your assignment actually starts on slide 2. What you're going to do is you're going to move these pieces and you're going to tell me which ones are positive and which ones are negative. So you would put one right there. You would grab the X. You would put it there. So only positive ones will get the check mark. All right. All the other ones get X's. Then you go to slide 3. Only the negatives get the check marks. And it'll say it in the direction. It also says it on the title. Which ones are going to get check marks? The one that's in the title. All the other ones should get X's. Now, to make your life easy, if you click on the little plus sign up there and you hit the text box, you can do what I told you to do and type in the word slope. And then make this box a lot smaller because it's very annoying having it super big. And not do what I just did. And then grab that. Now, how should a slope look like? Remember, a slope should be going up. So I'm going to tilt it kind of to the side. And I'm going to go to each one of these. Does that match? No. So I'm going to put an X. Grab my slope, move it over. Does that match? No. Grab another X. Put it up there. Grab my slope, move it over. Does that match? Actually, yes. I put it in the right spot. And then keep doing that with all the other ones. Then you guys can click on that, hit copy, move it on to the next slide, hit paste. And now instead of it going up, we're going to tilt it going the other way, slope going down. Oh, look, I accidentally put it on the right one. That one matches. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to put a little check mark right there. Then go here. What about slope for a 0? That's going to be at 0 because it should be the same. So you would go through all of these and find which one is a 0. And then last one. How should this one look like? It should be at 270. That's not 100%. Oh God. There we go. And that should be an up and down one, like a wall. And that's your assignment for today. Again, when are these technically due? It's not technically due until Monday, but this is a pretty easy assignment. Might as well get it over and done with. Once you are done and you finish all of your slides, go back to Google Classroom. It's already attached, to your assignment, and hit the, turn it in. Boom, you are done. And then make sure that you guys do your exit ticket. So for those of you guys who have never done an exit ticket, because this will be the first time, click on the problem that says exit ticket. You're gonna click on this. If you're not logged in to your Google, your district email and password, it's not going to give you guys permission to use this. So you see where my green circle that says a Y, click on that, and it should have your district email and password for Chrome. If it doesn't, then that means you need to log in with that. If you ever have issues with your exit ticket and it doesn't work, just send me a quick message. Hey, I tried it, it doesn't work, but I was here the whole time. Totally fine. All right. I'm gonna click on yes, I was here. What's today's date? Today's date is 01. Click over 05. Click over 2021. And then hit submit. Please do not try and be funny and click no, I wasn't there, because then you miss out on 3 points. All right. And don't leave without doing your exit ticket. So many of you guys would leave without doing the exit ticket and you missed out on 3 points every single day. Make sure you guys are doing your exit tickets. Once you're done with all of that, remember, don't forget to mark this as yes, please check me, or else I won't see that you guys have finished. Once you're done with all of that, you guys are free to leave. Unfortunately, it took us a little bit longer. That was probably my fault because I got so distracted. I was having issues with, yeah. So once you're done with this, by all means, you guys can leave. Don't forget to do your exit ticket. If you have any questions on your homework or you want to double check with anything, you guys can stay and you guys can work on it. It is on you guys. But other than that,
I'm
have
gonna
a good
stay and do
day.
my homework, miss.
Sounds good. Might as well get it over and done with, guys. But all of you guys have a good day. See you later. Okay. Then just stay. Actually, here, I will open up. Hiron, I'm going to be in a breakout room in a second. So hold on. Bye. Melanie, can you join that, please? Oh. Whoops. Wait.